went live because I on my phone. I need to free up some memory, and I don't feel like doing it right now. And also, I think it's going to be about 5 minutes. So um, let's talk about familiars. But I'm gonna give this. Well, I'll go with the occult conversation first, and then I'll go with the story time. Okay, the occult conversation is familiars, right? A familiar is not like it is. It's a animal, spirit animal, or totem, something to that degree. Now, these entities, animals, spirits, great wise beings that are in animal form are here to travel with us and help us on our journeys, right? And as you come into who you are in this occult lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle, it's a way of being, you can call in a familiar by way of meditation and visualizing what familiar, what animal that you have as a animal spirit or totem, and try and call them into this reality, right? Or you can cast a spell to have a familiar greet or meet you, or you can actually have an animal already and pick that animal up and cast a certain type of spell or say certain words. I'm not going to say what you can say because I've learned at this point now certain things are not for everyone, which is odd because me in the facet of being a teacher, I want everyone to know, but certain knowledge is not for everybody. Okay, so now we lead into the story time. So I was doing some real deep shadow work, right? I was doing some real deep shadow work. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting in my shadow about a couple weeks ago, and when you get to doing shadow work, man, you talking about snot coming out your nose, crying, man. You're dealing with some things, and I delve deep into meditation, transcendental meditation. A lot of people who know me from before the, you know, I guess they would say a switch, but really just me revealing who I truly am. They want to know how did that happen? Transcendental meditation, which I've told everyone, transcendental meditation. It's the safest way you're gonna get there. That's all I'm gonna say. The safest way you're gonna get there. You can get there. Transcendental meditation. Imagine, okay, you want to be a high level wizard or high level alchemist or high level mental alchemist, high level person who can manipulate reality and this reality with thought and time. See, I'm on the verge of something big and different too, which I really can't even speak of. It has to deal with time travel, and it has to deal with you and your higher self connecting on a level where, okay, I'm gonna just drop it. So, okay, in this reality, right? But I'm not gonna give it all to you. We're on. So time is not a line, right? Time is not a line. It's not just straight. You know what I mean? It's a circle, right? Time bends upon itself, but time is an illusion. So, have you ever had those moments of clarity? Those moments where you're like, I see it so clear. Imagine you're on a racetrack, and excuse me, and your higher self has lapped you. On the way by, your higher self is going blah 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 blah, and just keeps on moving. And you're like, I see it, I see it. Oh my God, moment of clarity, right? So imagine if you had the ability. Imagine if you had the ability, or if you came across, or honed, or gleaned, or were blessed with this knowledge or gift. And I'm not saying I can or I can't. We won't confirm or deny because I already got people on my ass about some shit that I can do that they really want to know what I can do. Imagine if you could polarize yourself in that moment and take a snapshot, right? As your higher self passes. In that moment you've polarized, you're having a conversation, not just a gleaning moment, but a conversation, right? And a lot of times, what we're doing is we are set to send. We are set on a mode of sending. Why do you think with prayer, it's always you're sending, you're sending, you're sending? Meditation, sitting with oneself and knowing oneself truly and fully intimately is receiving. So when you take the snapshot now, instead of you saying to your future self, hey, this is what I'm going through. Hey, this is what I'm going through. No, your future self is saying, I know what you're going through. That's the answer. That's the way. So now, and the more you do this, now your higher self is not lapping you. You are not being lapped. You're walking and running with your higher self. So now you are communicating with your future self, and your future self is answering back. Kind of deep. But anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you. So, okay, so I'm doing some shadow work, right? And I was like, I'm calling out to my spiritual team. I'm like, send me because I'm like, I got this. You know what I mean? I'm going to figure it out. I got this. And there's nothing going to stop me. That is for sure. You feel me? Nothing will stop me. But it's always good to have a guide, right? And so I had asked for this, right? And so it was like a week later. This is no lie. It's raining cats and dogs, no pun intended. And it's like 5 in the morning. I'm just about to lay down and take a power nap. It's like 5:30, 5:40, right? Because I got, clock right there by my bed. Um, and I hear it, boom, 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 boom. And this is loud. You understand what I'm saying? It was loud enough for me to grab the boom bam and go downstairs and check it out. It wasn't like a knock, knock, knock. It was loud enough for me to grab that thwam thwow and get down there. You feel me? And kind of gingerly too, like on the, checking all windows, like, well, what's up? What's going on? So I'm looking, it's like five something. So I look at the clock again. Now it's like 5:50. And it was just weird. Time was slow. It was like things were slowing, and I don't know why I kept looking at the time. And then I heard it again. Thoom, thoom. So I go to the front door and I look out the peephole. You know what I mean? Then I kind of slide over to the blinds and give a little peek out the blind, like so. You know what I'm saying? Still got the thwing flam, the boom bow, ready to go. Now, I don't see nothing. So now I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. We got the games, right? I'm with the fuckery. So I'm like, okay, so I open the door. When I open the door, I hear meow. I look down, this is black cat. Still lie. He's like, meow, right? And it's raining cats and dogs, and it's real cold. It's that morning, cold morning, like. So I'm like, what's up, bro? You cool? What's up, man? You cool? So I let the cat in. Don't stray cat. Don't even know the cat. Let the cat in. Cat comes in, walks around. This is no lie. Comes and sits right in front of my altar and just stares at my altar for a long time. And so then me and the cat start having a conversation. We start having a conversation, right? So boom, we start having. Guess they going crazy. It's going up outside. I'm in the jets. It always goes up. So anyway, so I lay down. I fall asleep. But before I fell asleep, this is no lie. I was laying down, and then all this happened like quick, 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 quick. And it just seemed like for a long time. I look up, and this is what made it so peculiar because all this time was going by for the longest. It seemed like, and I look up and it's 5:55, and I'm like, yo, it was just like 5:50. All this couldn't happen in 5 minutes. So then the cat jumps up there, he lays on my chest, and then it like just stares at me for a while. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm like, I asked the cat like, yo, do you want to share consciousness? Can we meditate? And it was a go. So boom. So now we get to hanging out. We hanging out. Now as the sun comes up, the rain dries. It gets warmer. Cat goes to the door. I let the cat out. I'm like, all right, boom. And so I haven't seen the cat in like 3, 4, 5, 6 days. This morning the cat's like meow. So I let the cat in. Same demo, but this time he went to my altar and he like put his hands up there and was like just staring, kind of looking, kind of looking. You know what I'm saying? Kind of looking. And then he get the same demonstration. We meditated together, but the end all be all that story is you are more powerful than you think, and your words are more powerful than you could ever believe. And when you are doing healing and when you are doing shadow work, do not be afraid to call out to your higher self, God, i.e., whatever you align with, call out to that. Call out to that. Call out and ask for a guide. Call out and ask for if something gets too heavy for you, ask for grounding. Ask for it. Even if it sounds like it's something way out of your range, something that's way out of, you got to think, man. Do you think that the higher self that you serve is only working on Monday through Friday? Do you think the higher self that you serve is off on the holidays? Do you think the higher self that you serve is not a real badass and will get the job done for you anytime you need it done because you are loved? Call out, man. No matter what you're going through, pain is one of the most profound professors of healing. It will teach us healing, and sometimes the healing hurts worse than the wound. Hey, man, I try to keep it under 10 minutes, but I figured that was a pretty cool story. You know what I'm saying? I like to share what happens to me along this path, things that I can share, that I'm able to share, that will not come back to harm myself. And that's also, too, people, if you delve into the occult, realize that, you know, everything that you are made up of is to help other people. And there are certain people who have like nihilist consciousness, and they want to end this world. They want to end everything because they have sat in their shadow so long and they don't know how to get out, and they just want to end it. So there are people who are going to come against you because you were meant here to help. Be careful of the knowledge that you give people. Be careful of things that don't let anybody know your middle name. That's not smart. You know, people ask you your zodiac sign. Lie. Why? Why? If they don't know your birthday, yeah, you know, analyze it. Ask, hey, when's your birthday? I just passed. When's yours? Play the game with them. When's yours? What sign are you? What you on the cusp? Yeah, fuck with their head. You know, what you on the cusp? Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you want a birth chart done? Right, they'll stop talking to you. Because people, listen to what I'm saying. Not only are you powerful enough to help people, but you're powerful enough to be the energy for these negative people, right? This is how the game goes with energy harvesting. They use your energy to manifest entities and invoke entities and to place things in their energetic field that can benefit them while draining you. And the only way they can do that is by getting next to you and learning information from you, right? Because so they can go before you and act as a false higher self to administer breadcrumbs to get you to follow a certain path. Be wise. Be very wise. And everything that you see in front of you is a lie. These eyes will lie. Don't trust them. Barely trust what you hear. Only trust what you feel. Hey man, y'all have a great day. Call Conversation Storytime. I hope you enjoyed.